Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me 1
Hey,
second.
everybody.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone heard the music playing, correct?
No.
Yeah.
Where is it
A
again?
little bit quiet.
Where am I going?
Oh look, they got
There is.
streaming.
If you look in the Discord voice chat, I am live
Oh.
currently. I am
Oh.
streaming my Windows Media Player.
Oh.
Okay, give me a second.
Oh, you're on YouTube. I thought you would be on Twitch.
Who?
It's both.
It's both
It's
for me,
both.
yeah.
Just have...
Oh.
Did not. Okay, that's not
I
the one
still don't
need.
hear it, but
I
that's
needed,
okay.
Twitch.
No, because it's turned off.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah, it's currently paused.
Oh. Don't confuse
just waiting
me.
for the Twitch
We all
one to
know
come
this is
back.
way too easy.
Mm-hmm. I just want to double check real quick to see if this works. So normal, then radio, then back to normal.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It did seem to operate
Hang on
decently
a
enough.
minute. Let me get my.
Wait, what was the no? Were you saying no to the radio?
No. I keep pushing button. It's fine. You can
Okay.
ignore me.
You're good at doing that.
I know. I like
Alright.
to people to know that I'm doing it too. That's why I'm like, no, or uh-oh.
You're doing
Alright,
the
I'm going to
voice-
throw out there as rule number 1 for everybody.
Mhm.
Do not split the party.
Split the party. Got it.
All right, bye.
Got it.
I'm planning to.
Technically,
Alright.
we're already splitting the party because the sniper goes off differently.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Hey,
highly
Cry.
recommend we do not. pursue
Hey,
that.
Ventus.
Hey,
Or
Calm.
Zen, rather.
If you,
Oh, well, we're just gonna
Zen,
keep the sniper
cry.
like a somewhere
Oh,
else now.
so confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
he's
but if you
fine.
just only
Make
one
my
person,
friends.
that'll be great.
True.
Technically, I mean, I won't be.
No
Technically,
better.
sniping,
I was
Wow.
gonna
depending on the
say
distance.
the same thing I said in my the other game. It's just everyone stay together.
I
Let's
like
split up and check the
wandering.
clues.
We should all split up and look for clues.
I only do
I
that
think
on-
so.
in-
Where are the Scooby snacks?
Oh, Lord.
God, please.
Dia, are you live?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
On Twitch,
Jake,
you're not
are
alive.
you live?
according
Yes,
to
I
Stu.
am.
I am.
All right. So,
I mean, I see
Uh,
me live at least.
Oh, never mind.
all right. So let's get started.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We'd have to mute you.
Now.
I'm sorry on
Well,
Twitch.
I also need radio silence
I'm
from
so
folks,
sorry.
please. First off, if you can hear the music, I want you to
Yeah.
type 1 in the stream chat. Tabletop stream stuffs. If you can hear the music, I need you to type 1. If you cannot hear the music, I
Hey,
need you to
Umbra.
type
Hey,
0.
Snail. Hey, Death. Chat can also hear the
It
music.
is a little quiet.
I would hope so,
It's
because then they
perfect.
would miss out on most of the
can't even hear
experience.
it at all.
Lorenzo, hello.
Are you tuned into my stream on Discord?
I should.
Do
Yes,
you
I
have it
am.
unmuted?
Yeah, I'm
No, I was
watching
talking to Wolf.
Oh.
Wolf is the only one
Yeah.
who's having issues.
Yeah, I
at the
have it on watching stream
What?
right now, so I don't know.
You have it
Lunar, thank you
unmuted.
for the biddies.
That's the next trick.
So many
well,
windows
You
are
get a little
open.
spike
Yeah.
little speaker thing towards the
Yeah,
right.
no,
Do
it's
I
not
actually
unmuted.
have stuff
It's
open?
fully up there.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I do.
Could
You
be
were
lag.
here when
Maybe
we
try
played
leaving
Little
the room.
Misfortune.
Okay.
Not yet, Raza, but we're
Sometimes that
working on it.
happens.
We haven't started officially yet, I don't think.
And then rejoin then click his stream.
I think we're trying to get all the peoples to be able to hear the music.
I would pop it out as well. So it's on its own window.
Yeah.
Is that what I need to do?
I'm doing
Well,
great,
can we
Snail.
hear
How
it
are
now?
you?
Not
Hello,
sure.
Dad.
Wait.
Loner, thank you for the
What are you
biddies.
telling me to do? For this?
Click
I
on
don't think
Slade
I'm
to and watch
Even
his
in my
stream,
box.
and then click on Tabletop Stream Stuffs to pop it out.
There we go.
Hey, you guys just know they're calling
Hey,
it. I
it's
think right
Leslie.
now,
Thank you for the
Rasa said
follow.
that Sabrina's gonna die first.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm like right up here. I'm like in the stream stuff, and it's like it's right on my screen. I'm not hearing it.
Yeah, you're not hearing anything?
No, I technically had to mute Twitch just because I was getting like double audio, and I don't like that.
I'm gonna have to unmute their stream if I'm gonna actually hear anything.
The music is quite
Wolf?
quiet, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on, guys. Radio silence, please. Wolf, if that is what you have to do, then that is perfectly okay.
Alright. I mean, that's probably my only option at this point.
Hey,
Yeah, the music's
so-
important.
I want to thank you for the biddy.
And let me know when you can hear the music through her stream,
Biddies.
and then I will start formal.
Alright. Yeah, I'm hearing it now. This is gonna-
Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you for all the biddies.
All right.
How am I
so,
sitting? I'm sitting crisscross applesauce on my chair looking at
It is
the
5:30.
screen.
No, I'm sorry. It is 4:30 in the goddamned morning.
That's
4:30 in the
horrible.
morning for you? It's fucking 5:03 p.m. over here where I'm at.
Okay, this is the
Oh
game
my.
brief.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm good. This is super early.
No, just that was an out of game comment.
Oh,
So, as I said, it is 4:30 in the damn morning. All of you get an emergency text. with
there's a posture
the,
check. Oh, Russell,
with
thank you.
whatever code the Denver PD uses to activate SWAT,
Got
which
it.
means
Good.
you need to get your asses to the precinct and gear up immediately, which you do.
Thank you.
By the
Russell.
time
Oh,
5
it's a
o'clock
games
rolls
thing.
around,
It's game
you
mechanic
have
masters.
half stumbled into the briefing room.
Oh,
You are
that's
essentially
super
decked out in
sweet.
your standardized gear which means that your sidearms are holstered
I
and
don't
you've
know
got your
yet.
armor on and you're getting some of your more
Nice,
personalized equipment
A stretch.
just on you.
I'm
standing
trying
at
to
the
keep a track
podium
of it on my phone.
Is the
but
captain of
sometimes
your
it's a little
police
difficult.
precinct
Oh,
and two
no,
other
thank you for
individuals,
the
one of whom you
biddies.
recognize, one of whom you do not. The one you do recognize is the superintendent for Denver's entire police force.
Hey, your mom.
The police commissioner is literally in your briefing. The other gentleman, no one fucking recognizes.
Oh, this is so sweet.
That
Thank
person
you.
is wearing a suit. He looks slightly unconcerned with what's going on. Your captain looks flustered, and your commissioner looks outright pissed. Which is not really something you're used to him seeing, because his public face is incredible, and he's really good at keeping
Aw.
that even when
You can
in
always just
private.
enjoy it too.
So seeing him pissed
But I
is
do
kind of
appreciate
not
the
something you're
biddies.
used to. When everyone sits down, Captain kind of waves you off. All right. I understand that this is a bit impromptu, but we have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns to a whiteboard and he starts outlining a scenario that has apparently occurred. In that DoD sent out an intelligence briefing on a North Korean sleeper cell that has, for whatever reason, become active on American soil. No details given, no explanation given. And as confusion starts to kind of creep around the room, because this is like, why are we here? It becomes clear as to why. There is a Delta Force team that is supposed to handle things like this out of Fort Bragg, but they are currently in the middle of another assignment. And this has been deemed urgent and needs to be handled. So your team and your sister team are being activated. Yours is 13. Theirs is 12. They have already deployed. They are gone. And you are to go in and support them. Now, for
It
Slane's
got
reference,
pushed back a little bit.
the squad leader
Oh,
of
Magic,
Team
thank
12.
you.
used to be your XO.
Oh, and-
Everyone on the
aw.
squad knows this guy.
Thank you.
He's a good soldier. He's a good cop, and he essentially earned his command. You are essentially told that your mission is to secure the area, attempt to find these terrorists and apprehend them, subdue them if possible, neutralize them if you must, and wait for the Delta Force team to come and essentially relieve you when they return from their current assignment. And then you are dismissed.
Oh. I maybe should have been paying more attention.
File out quickly. You gather up your various equipment. You are told to go full bore on your gear. And before you know it, you are on the helicopter.
Ooh.
Outbound. Now, where you are going is very, very interesting.
Thank you.
Because this cell has been reported to
See
be
you
in
later,
an
Lunar.
old
Thank
mining
you.
town that was
Have a great
deserted
day.
when the mine dried up back in the 70s. It is an iron mine, or was, before it dried up. It has not been inhabited in a long time.
Peru,
So
thank you for
assume-
the biddies.
Assume modern
Promise
day.
I'm
So
paying attention.
essentially, this place has been without inhabitants for the past, I don't know, 50 years? And you are essentially
I
informed
will,
while
Lunar,
in
I will.
flight that Team 12 was deposited by their helicopter unit 20 minutes ago. There has been no word from them since that point. You're at your drop point. If you look at your map, your drop point is directly next to the hospital because there's literally a helipad there.
Makes
This
sense.
town was a self-contained place. It had essentially its workers, the miners, lived on site. There was a
The
residency,
hospital?
a hospital, a
Oh,
train depot,
got it.
a warehouse, a foundry, a water it even had a water treatment plant. It even had on-site security. There's a guardhouse in this area.
Sounds like Los Alamos.
Further south, because assume cardinal directions as you're looking at the map. So to the south, you have a valley where there is a truck stop, a repair station for larger vehicles, the roadside
you, Sol.
checkpoint
You
to get
as
into this
well,
place
for
because it was
sure.
all private property, and there's a radio tower,
Mm.
all down there. And your drop point, as I said, is right next to the hospital. Essentially, if you're looking at the hospital, directly to its west is where the helipad is, and that's where you are going to be dropped. As you are in flight, you are informed that you have a new secondary objective, which is to find out why Team 12 has not checked in the past 20 minutes, which is really motherfucking unusual. It is cold, it is cloudy, and it's just not nice. As you're approaching, you see that there is no vegetation. This is deep in the Colorado Rockies. You see the settlement itself and the various parts of it, and you do notice as you're coming in, there's a path that leads up the mountainside past the permanent snow line, and you can see that there is
I hate snow.
an observatory, like an old style astronomy observatory, way the fuck up there,
Way up
way
there.
up there.
Way up there. Way
So-
up there. Got it.
As I try to find my cursor, because I am desperately trying to find that.
Got faith in you.
The scene opens up, and you are literally 2 minutes away from drop point. Go.
All right, squad. Make sure you got everything hot, ready to go. Still no contact. Possible danger.
What's this about? So those are in contact with Team 12?
Team
I'm
12 went
not
in 20
sure,
minutes
Death.
ago. No
I'm
contact
not
in 20
sure.
minutes.
So in other words,
Are our radios working well? Are we able to contact command? So there might be like radio jammers.
As far as you are able to tell, your radio works just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina has
Yes.
checked it twice. It works wonderfully.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina, once on site, please give quick check to command. Let us know we've hit location and are starting search.
Okay.
Is there any reports of open fire whilst we've been in transport?
No.
Stick your head out. Figure it out. You want me to use my rifle instead?
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right. As you're continuing to talk, your helicopter approaches. The red light starts to blink green, and then it goes pure white, and the alarm sounds. The cables drop, and so do you.
Go, go, go!
It's the
Drop.
chat notification over here. Death.
You drop.
Kumbaya.
The lines are cut,
Oh.
and the helicopter GTFOs immediately, as per standard.
Sabrina, how's contact with command?
Yep. We got contact. Yep.
Actually,
No, we don't.
got bad news. You,
Hey,
as the
Scare.
helicopter is leaving your range of vision,
Of course.
Sabrina
Have fun.
unhooks her backpack radio, sets it up, throws a transmission out, and she receives static.
There's ghosties in the.
I guess we
So
found out the reason why we ain't receiving any communication.
Sabrina,
Yes.
you do not need a roll for this.
Mm.
This is a state-of-the-art satellite radio.
Okay.
It is
I called it.
functioning in perfect parameters. You should have signal.
Squad, eyes open. Not having contact makes a big problem.
Yes, Death.
Definitely.
Yes.
Roger
should we
that.
pull a security line at all?
Is that a radio tower I'm seeing to the southwest?
Yeah, we might want to try
Yeah.
and make our way towards it. That's probably where the jammer is.
Mm-hmm.
We want to head there first and not the hospital?
We're at the
We're on it
hospital.
right now.
Yeah, we're at the
First.
hospital.
We're on the roof of the hospital right now.
You are not on the roof.
Oh.
No?
You are adjacent to the hospital.
Oh, okay.
The flight deck is not on the roof. It is beside it. You are
Oh.
currently
Okay.
looking at its front door. It is
Oh.
built into the side of the mountain, so the floor you are looking at is technically the third floor, and there are two floors below it. Each one's more so successively built into the side of the mountain itself as it slopes down.
Can I look at the hospital? Can I see if there's any lights on?
Yes. You look as you look in the front door.
There's
you do think you
zombies.
see lights in there.
Zombies and ghosties.
Squad, establish a perimeter.
Establishing perimeter. Roger that.
I gotta sneeze.
Right.
This
Roger.
is where I'd suggest start marching
Oh,
on things.
I'm
Alright.
just waiting for something.
So,
We
we've
need
got
to
a couple
split up,
possible
don't we?
choices here, squad. We can either head for objective first. We could try and make contact with that radio tower and see if we can reestablish contact with command. Or we can try and see what's going on with this hospital, as there does look like there is some kind of life in this hospital, and there should be no life in section other than Squad 12.
I would say establishing radio contact is the most important thing, because if we have no contact with command, we have no exit.
Plus,
And no possible backup.
we may also find intercepted transmissions from Team 12 and figure out what's happened.
Mm-hmm. It will be a bit of a trek, though.
Your GM has a question.
Mm-hmm.
This place has been abandoned for more than 50 years. It has no power, no water. So why are there lights on?
Yep. That's why I'm wondering if Squad 12 may not be holed up in that hospital.
Also, our briefing told us that there's a sleeper cell here, They may be having the hospital as their base of command right now. And I say
point.
we should avoid any contact until we can reestablish radio contact.
Yeah.
So
Maybe-
to the radio tower we go.
I'm going to overrule that.
All right.
With the hospital being so close and the radio being a longer trek, I do think it'd be a better idea to check out this hospital first.
Fair enough.
No,
Backtracking would be simply inefficient.
Alright, fine.
Mhm.
Another important note I will throw out. Remember, we just showed up in a helicopter. Anybody in the radius is going to know we're here.
Yep.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's true.
That is
One
true,
of the
yeah.
first things I said was establish perimeter.
Yep.
All right. Let's make a cautious approach to the hospital.
Mhm.
Point. Take positions.
Mhm.
Move out slow. Cautious. Eyes open.
Roger that.
slowly.
10-4.
What do you think of leaving marks to show where we go?
That
Do we
could be
have
an
anything?
You do?
Yes.
Like spray paint or anything?
Yeah, that's part. It's part of your safety equipment, actually.
Cool.
Good call.
I say we don't use our spray paint because that leaves a trail for any hostiles to find us. I say we mark the trees with our knives. Like if
There
there's
are
any
no
trees.
trees here.
Mark the
There is
walls with the knife?
this place is as barren as an alien planet. There is no vegetation here.
So-
Not
Great.
out here at all.
So it could
I
be
would
an
suggest
alien
it.
Keep
planet.
yourself.
Hey, sir.
Listening?
Hey, how about we just take a few rocks and just put like a weird symbol, or just put it something like as if together. Nobody will know what it is except for us.
We could
Like,
simply
rocks are
mark a
too small.
13 too. It could be nothing more than simple children for all anyone knows.
Yeah, and if
But
they're
why
North
would there be
Korean, we should probably
children
put
out
something
here
they
if
don't
it's
understand.
been abandoned for 50 years?
It's a metaphor.
Oh.
Could always do it. The
There
old
are
classic
marks that we
bit
can
as
do
well.
for covert markings. Because the other part I would throw out is, remember, we could probably have somebody on satellite. If they see our marks, they know what's about roughly where we might have headed.
Question: is there any leftover rope from when we dropped? Because you said we cut the rope.
Oh yes, all the rope that you came down on was cut at the base. So there's a
Okay.
bunch of just cable where you dropped.
Take
Can
that
I
shit.
pick that up in case we need to
There-
cut
there-
through
there are
Yeah,
and
we need
specifically
all the
five-
Chinese.
Yeah, there are 5 cables in total, and they are of decent length because they essentially went from where the helicopter was, which was about 50 feet up, to the
Mhm.
ground. So you essentially have 5 50-foot length pieces of rope, sturdy rope.
Alright, can we take that with us?
You probably could.
Alright, then I'm going to put it in my backpack and maybe share it around with the others if anyone streets.
I'll take one of the ropes.
Can I get 2 of them? Just in case I need to climb something.
Yeah, go ahead. That leaves 1 left unless I'll take both.
Good thinking, team.
I'll take one just in case a person falls off a cliff.
All right, let's
Go
establish
ahead.
a marking. Let's
Uh,
make it happen, and then let's start moving.
Your GM as a point of note.
I was not saying, what are we going to make this mark with?
What's the point of note?
That's a good question, but do remember, just as a gentle note of reference, anyone that has rope, be sure to mark that on your sheet, just so there's no
Marking it.
confusion later.
Marking that now. How long is the rope again?
50
50
feet.
feet.
50-foot rope. Cool. Putting that
Done.
down.
Got it. Same.
Check
Yeah,
off.
the reason why you weren't inserted carefully and the rope was extracted because it was assumed that you'd be inserting hot because Team 12 has not been heard from.
Yeah.
So essentially it was drop and run. So
Cool.
they dropped you, they cut the ropes, they got the fuck out of there.
Hot drop.
Yeah.
Tyler, establish markings.
Garage. I'm sure we've got established covert markings, and I'll do appropriate to mark roughly travel direction.
Mhm.
Thank you.
That I got from U.S. Survival School. So
Yes, you do. You did receive. You all received special training in various things such as this.
I'm probably going to do the first roll. Can I check to see if the door is booby trapped?
Good call.
Go ahead and roll wits plus composure.
Wits plus composure. Okay, let me just double check that real quick. So wits is, let me just scroll up. Wits. 5. Okay, 10. So I'm rolling 10.
Hey,
10d10.
Tons.
Cool. Roll. 3 successes.
You
And
are
one
I'm
fail.
doing great, Tons. How are you?
Cautiously approach the door, and you're kind of scanning it and kind of looking through the sight of your P90, and you do not see anything that would immediately jump out at you as this door has been booby trapped.
All right, cool. I relay this. Relaying message to squad leader. Door is not trapped.
All right.
You're doing
Point.
okay. How's your weekend?
Let's cautiously pop through that door.
How was your
Make sure
stream
clear.
going?
Then everyone enter on points.
Roger.
Eyes
Forward.
open.
Forward.
Reach and clear.
All right.
Reach and clear.
3.
It's a set of double glass doors, so it gives a wide view on the inside, and you enter without really any problem. As I said, there
Wait,
were
they're
no booby
glass
traps.
We've been
doors?
okay.
Yeah, in a
Well,
hospital
that's
lobby.
good. I've been lurking.
Exactly.
I need to
I
talk
wish I
more.
knew that beforehand. 'Cause
For
you
sure.
Shoulda looked.
But I have
I mean,
been
it still
lurking
wasn't a
in
bad
there.
idea to double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
All right, squad.
It was really easy to do so.
Everything's looking good. Which direction were those lights on?
Nice. I always wanted to go, bro.
Well, actually, in regards to that, when you enter, you realize the lights are coming from everywhere.
Ah,
The
you're
internal
welcome.
lights are on. This facility has power. It is
Don't-
very quiet, except for the echoes of your footsteps.
Halt.
Very ominous.
Why does this
There
facility
are-
have power?
Typically, hospitals have a backup generator, but it shouldn't have any gas.
This shouldn't be active.
Oh, guys, hold on. I'm not quite done yet.
Go
Are
ahead.
we sure we're not dealing with ghosts?
Shh.
Focus.
This
guy.
this place is, well, at one time this place was decently decorated. It looks like there were rows of potted plants by the door. They have long since wilted away to essentially nothing. And there is a vaguely stale scent in the air, as if the air here has not been disturbed for quite some time.
That's why I
As
said
you-
we might be dealing with ghosts.
As you file in, you notice that immediately in front of you, there's the reception area with the waiting desk or the reception desk and the waiting room, and to your left and to your right, there are wings.
Can I check
And-
the...
And
Okay.
at the end of the
I
one on the
almost
right,
got really
you can see in the
confused. Like
distance,
hospital wings, not like bird
there's
wings.
a staircase that leads down.
Oh.
There you go.
I don't want to go down the stairs.
Sabrina.
Can I look around, see if there's any like disturbance in the
For
room?
sure.
Knocked over things or any blood or stuff like that
IRL
in the
streams
room.
are super fun when you can
Go
do
ahead
them.
and roll wits plus investigation.
Can we also check the integrity of the building?
You don't need to roll for that. It looks old, but it still looks. Whoever built this place, it was built well. It has stood the test of time, but it is old. But it does
Hey.
look in decent
All right,
condition.
that's 6d10.
Okay. I will.
Oh, great.
To try and roll to see if I can find an internal map of the hospital to maybe try and figure out where the power might be coming from.
Basement's most likely location in most areas.
Hmm.
I got
Yeah,
one
we're in
There
it.
are-
Everything's
I don't
laid
wanna go to the
already. We already
basement.
had the blueprint.
That's where the monsters are going to be.
Well, hold on. There are several
Sorry
questions
if
on the
I'm
field,
not
and I need to.
Oh no.
Talking
No, no,
much.
no. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Pause, everyone.
Chat needs to be inside my head.
Your roll. There appears to be nothing that you can see that is out of the ordinary. As to the other question, Sabrina, in her laptop, it's a damn good one. She has 2 external drives, which essentially house public records for, well, dating back quite a long time as far as the state of Colorado is concerned. We're talking like 4 to 5 terabytes each of just various governmental documents, news clippings, just a whole plethora of information involving your state.
Okay.
This does include blueprints for the buildings here. She's got to look a little bit, but they do exist.
Sabrina,
Sure
can
thing,
you
Duns.
please check to see the blueprints for the hospital and try and figure out where the generator is?
I can look. Hello, Shallot.
What
I'm
does
not going to
Sabrina-
have you roll for this one. It just
Okay.
takes you about 10 to 15 minutes to sift back because these records are old. But you are, because this entire place, this entire town was built in the early 1950s.
Would it also be
Was
a nice
it
shout to
a-
try and-
Was it
it
like an alternative or... No, I guess that's too late. Never mind. We're good. We can continue.
Would she be able to see if, when the last like electricity bill was paid, if possible? Like, is that something that she could look up?
The mid 70s are when apparently this entire place was essentially abandoned.
Would... Okay. 70s,
That is what her,
mid-70s.
that is what her records will show.
Well, I'm guessing it was abandoned in 1975. Good enough.
Sabrina, what's the best route to the generator room?
Down the stairs.
Sabrina, it is in the basement.
Yes.
Okay.
Hooray.
Yay, basement.
Yeah.
Pew pew time.
All right, squad.
Like to go to the basement then?
I know.
All right,
I
squad. Let's
know.
make a march on that generator room. Maybe we can find signs of who possibly activated the generators and put the power on. Hopefully, we can find some signs of Squad 12.
That would be... It would be
Steer
great if we
clear
could
of
do
any
that, but
doors
it's not
anyone
integrated with
could be
Discord.
having an enemy behind them.
We will clear all entrances on the way through.
I would just kick
Yeah.
down every damn door.
Yeah,
in place if I have
Yeah,
to.
clear everything.
Your GM requests a slight pause.
Okay.
This is
If
fun
you've
so far.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have to look
Sorry if
something
I'm,
up
like,
because
Redeemed
there
any
is something
points?
important in the notes
Please
that
let
I
me
have to
know
relay to.
if I haven't... Okay.
Okay.
Because my phone turned off and I didn't see it.
Nope, not that. Here it's
I was
going to be.
thinking it's like an idea of like the wheel filter.
1974, around mid-year, is when all the utility bills stopped.
Did they stop or were they disconnected?
They were stopped, and disconnection followed a few months later.
Another
Wouldn't
thing of
disconnection
note-
have to happen first? Because then we would have been getting free bills.
That's not what the records show.
Okay. Well, I'm just pointing that out to everybody. It's
Oh no!
very
yeah,
interesting.
Oh, yeah, that's that is a very good point. But that is not how the records paint that picture.
Okay.
The
Interesting.
bill, according to what you can find out, the bills just stopped getting paid around mid-year, and several months after that, the company filed for bankruptcy, and all the
Okay.
utilities were shut.
Okay, bills stopped being paid, not that we stopped being billed. Or not we, but they stopped being billed.
Yes.
Okay.
Another
Okay, that
thing
makes
of
more
note-
sense.
Jared?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, since there was a whole nother team that's supposed to be here, and we came to the conclusion that the entrance was undisturbed, and the building has yet to be, disturbed, where are they? Where have they been? They haven't been here?
Where were they dropped in, though? And what were they here for?
Oh, they were dropped in the same place you were.
So,
But if they
Has
had
been
no reason...
undisturbed.
Okay, now we're dealing with a Resident Evil situation. Lovely.
Doesn't
Do
mean
we
that they
decide
had
to
any
fall
reason
back?
to go into the hospital. If the lights weren't on, they would have no need to go in the hospital. We only came into the
Plus,
hospital because the lights were on.
technically speaking, as well, even if they were here, we disturbed anything, so maybe they haven't.
Death, I can see if I can get,
So in my possible thought
Either
process
later,
is that Squad 12 possibly
after a
hold up in the
break,
hospital after
or-
contact.
And they didn't
next
hold
time we
up, like there
play,
was
if
no
I
sign
can
of
have it
struggle
pop up
in
on the screen.
entrance hall.
I'm not sure how to do that
Mm.
exactly, though.
Do remember your primary purpose here.
Sleeper cell.
So it would be. I mean, let's be logical. Would it not be prudent to sweep areas to find them? Even if this place had no lights, why would you just ignore it if that is the possible place where your target is currently possibly holding up? Just throwing that one out there for you guys.
There are a lot of good reasons I think we need to sweep the hospital.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Taken prisoner.
Yeah.
For all we know.
Is there a
It
back
is very
door,
obvious
or
that
is
the
there
hospital's
just the
been
front
active.
door?
There is
that's
only
right.
one door, and that is the door you came in.
But that's the only door that we know of.
But we have the blueprints.
That
It
is
would
the only door according to the blueprints.
Doesn't mean it's the only door. It's the only door recorded.
Did I just kick down a door?
What about windows?
Exactly, windows.
There are windows on the stairwell leading downstairs all the way to the bottom floor, and the entire outward facing side of the bottom floor, which according to your records is the cafeteria, is an entire wall of glass overlooking the mountain range.
Well, technically, there is the roof.
No.
too.
I was thinking the same
we're
thing,
not the
Daph.
only ones that came in on helicopter, after all.
Have we
Maybe
seen-
it's a different drop, right?
Have we seen any
Should've
signs
had
of damage
snacks.
to the windows or anything, or are all the windows still intact?
None
The
of us
windows
has
are-
bothered to check.
I checked the room, but I guess not being specific enough.
That
I was gonna
is
say, who did that?
That was me.
Oh.
Well, I'm asking now, do we see any signs that any of the windows have been busted, or are all the windows still intact that we've seen?
the windows are 100% intact.
Thank you.
I got
All right.
So,
Squad, let's proceed to generator room. Let's start seeing what we can find.
Yeah.
cool.
Before we move on, GM, out of my tools, would my kit include a periscope?
You have high power binoculars.
I think we also should, if I'm not mistaken, should have a little spindle camera that basically we can look through the bottom of the
The snake cam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And pocket mirrors.
Everyone's got those, but
Mhm.
Have we been told
Um,
that it's
He is-
possible that
Trixie's
Heather
here.
has been like taken prisoner?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
All right, come on. Let's.
My best logic.
I have a
question.
question. Let's get your question first.
How many rooms are there along this corridor?
It appears there are between 10 and 20 rooms on this
Only-
first floor, divided between the wings. Like I said, there are two. One to your left, one to your right. Essentially, if we're going by cardinal directions, one's to the south, that leads to the stairwell, and there's one to the north.
And how many
Uh,
floors? 3?
Can
There
I
are
make
3
the
floors.
suggestion that we sweep the north side before we head towards the basement in case there are any enemies in the north side waiting to ambush us as we head towards the basement?
Good point.
You know, they could be ambushing us anywhere else.
True.
But we need to start somewhere.
Can you
Well-
enter through the roof?
My
There is
thought process
no
here.
roof access.
So my thought process here goes this way: If we go towards the generator room, they're going to have to funnel to get to us, and we have a much better fire lane.
Okay, then let's just head towards the generator room then.
Mhm.
Alright, let's
So
go
you're
to the
not
basement.
checking anything else along the way.
We're going to check every door along
Check
the
out,
way
check,
towards
check
it from
clear
here.
each room.
Kick open each door and sweep the room really quick and make sure we don't see anything.
Woo, kicking in doors.
All right, squad, let's advance.
Oh wait, what was the question that the GM had?
I was going to ask, are you going to look around this current floor that you're in before you start making a beeline to any
Yes.
particular place?
Yes.
Sounds like a yes.
I think so.
That was the suggestion I was trying to make. Do we go to another area first?
I believe where consensus is clear the first floor and then proceed now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So then it probably would be better to go north side then if we're clearing the
Hey,
first
princess.
Would, if
Like,
north
hey.
is last thing
Come here, Shadow.
floor. So we go
All
north.
right.
then?
Okay.
Take care.
Sorry,
appoint
I'm
the
not gonna
trade
pet you then.
expert, Have at it, and the rest of us file in our normal proverbial marching orders.
I think probably the better plan is that instead of going through every door on the way up, we just do a beeline to the end of the north corridor
I
and then
am-
bust through our way back.
Communications, electronics.
So,
No, what
I don't know.
I do something with electronics.
I think normal operating procedures would be
No,
clear,
okay.
mark and clear.
Yeah, you got to clear each room.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's not Call of Duty.
And
All
then
right.
with me being tail end Charlie, I can put the appropriate marks for cleared.
Mm.
Mhm.
All right.
You're being loved on.
To be fair, that was command.
Sorry.
My command is to clear each room between.
I want loot.
Oh Lord.
Alright.
All right. So
Who's
Let's
doing
get
Who's
some-
doing the clearing?
Do I have anything that can scan?
no.
No.
Okay. No, I don't, Death. Great question. Thank
well,
you.
I presume that I would be clearing the door before you bust them down for any kind of traps, and then and then whoever busts down the door, busts down the door.
Not even.
I'd leave that to our point and infiltration experts are the ones that work that out.
Okay,
So I
so
would say you got
Aye,
your
aye.
tri-front team of Trixie, Jade, and yourself, Blaze, and I think that would be our point team. We'll have
Okay.
myself, probably Sniper, and Calm being the rear guard, and then everyone else is kind of your middle party.
Command
Yeah,
in the
have
rest
the
in the
guy
middle.
have the guy who's using a pew pew pistol as the rear guard. That's smart.
Your
Your GM
sniper
needs to
rifle. I want you at
interject.
the back of the party.
Hmm.
You've
you
got
can
reach.
stay in the main lobby if you want.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, should we
Alright.
do that?
Let's go.
Guys,
Yes.
your GM has something for you, actually.
I'm waiting.
Mhm.
I need everyone
Mm.
to make a resolve plus composure roll.
Resolve plus composure. 4 resolve, 5 composure, and 9d10.
So that's 8 for me.
Roll 9d10 too, or
Most likely.
I'm getting terrible rolls.
Isn't
Did I do
Damn,
it right?
Nate, you got some rolls.
I got a 40.
40?
That looks
Yes.
right.
I don't
Okay.
have
You
any
did.
successes.
Thank you.
actually you have one success. You got a 10.
Oh, was I supposed to have rolled more than that?
Nope, you're fine.
Oh, I am, or
All right.
Yeah, Wolf, you're doing
Now.
fine in your roll.
all right then.
All right. This is what happens. As you're clearing,
I don't like the
you
scary.
find that the rooms themselves
Thank you, Death.
are
I need it.
patient rooms, but they're very light, as in, like, they're not ICU units. They are all empty. Most of them are obviously have not. Some of the materials inside have not aged well. The bedding and the sheets, 50 years of time, it's not kind to them. There is a vague feeling of what can only be described as pressure on the backs of your minds as you're moving through. Trixie and crew, you especially feel this. It feels off. You're not able to put it to words, but something does not feel right.
Of course not.
You mentioned that the area has a musty smell to it. Is there a way for us to test air quality?
Your medic could probably do that.
I am the medic.
Oh, well, sorry, I'm not good with voices.
This is Bryce.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get my dog to lay down.
All good.
Oh, and I apologize.
Cole
See,
was the
this
other
is-
one.
Yes.
So Cole and myself are the ones that actually, really know what's good. Going, this
So,
feels great.
so the folks that rolled one success.
So myself as well.
So yes. So, and actually, hold on a second. How many
Yeah, that's
successes?
okay.
How many
Total
successes did
success.
you get, crew?
Total was 5.
Then
I got
no. Then yeah, I got you confused with O'Reilly. O'Reilly and Trixie are the ones that feel this the most.
And
And-
so the ones that rolled the less successes.
Yeah, the ones who got 1 successes.
And the air quality seems fine. It's what you're smelling is the fact that there's been no AC for a long time.
No, okay.
Do we have like thermal goggles?
Yes, you do. You have, well, actually, technically, your goggles have several settings. It can be for thermal and night vision.
Oh, fun.
Do not go on night vision. Lights are on. You'll blind yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Will
Not
burn.
half
Yeah.
night vision.
I'm
just a
not
heads up.
planning to.
So, you
Is that
clear this.
more
You clear this area.
Wait, what was it
Hold
about
on.
me?
Hold on. Not. Your GM is trying to like move the story along. You clear the area. You make your way to the stairwell, and you go down.
Hey,
When
Red
you
Gamer,
reach
how are you?
The floor below you, on a sign hanging from the ceiling, there is. Hold on while I attempt to stall while I switch the music, because
Turn on the
that's
mic.
what I do. Says operating rooms.
Oh, thank you very much.
It is dark in here. There are lights, but they don't work all that well. Flickers everywhere.
Mm.
Not a single one is on consistently. The air feels thicker here. And that feeling I described intensifies.
Welcome
Now,
back, Tons.
everyone feels it. It does not feel right. But you're not able to put your finger on how, or even why. It's just some unknowable instinct in the back of your mind that just insists something is wrong, despite all evidence to the contrary.
Squad, keep eyes peeled.
Roger.
Do we have
Eyes
any
are peeled.
Already.
This situation is suspicious.
Yeah, it's really suspicious.
Extremely.
We have
suspicious.
nods.
Let's advance a little slower and more cautiously and start clearing.
Back
You
to
start.
people.
You start to clear the rooms.
Be smart to
These
put
are
cameras
indeed
on.
operating theaters.
Check for signs of any fresh blood.
You do not. But there is blood. But it's old. Old. You know what happens to a blood stain after 50 years of use?
Oh god.
Turns caked and black. Doesn't even look like blood anymore.
This is a Resident Evil situation.
Mm-hmm.
In the fourth
Ooh,
room
Hydrate. Got it.
that you come to on the right-hand side, you find a body.
Oh no.
New or old?
It's not Chris's body.
I should be the one to do that because I'm the medic.
Oh,
Medic.
you don't need a medical opinion to determine if
No,
it's
to
new.
determine why.
It's- Oh, well, actually, I can tell you why. And I can tell you who it is. That is the infiltration expert of Team 12.
Oh boy.
She is on an operating table. And she has been split open, throat to pelvis, completely.
Oh.
Like, completely spread out, ribs and all.
Lovely. Oh, wonderful.
Are there any organs
All right.
missing?
They appear to be all there.
All right, squad. This situation just went red real fast.
Oh yeah.
Chills. Oh my god.
I'm still
Permission to
going
get
with
Her
Resident
eyes. Oh, there's
Radio
more.
silence.
This is.
Okay,
there's,
we got
there's
wait.
more. Her eyes are wide open. And the look on her face screams to you that she was probably very conscious when whatever happened to her happened.
Wonderful.
Her weapon is in hand.
We need to get out of this room.
How did they get there?
Do not
though?
get near the
Yeah.
body.
Is it
There
working
are there
right
are
down right
P,
now?
there are SMG casings all around the operating table.
There are definite signs of a struggle here.
I thought the door was undisturbed.
Radio silence. First, close your eyes. It's not a good scene. Secondly, sir, I'm sure you're aware of what we should do, but first of all, check for any signs of any liquid that is not human.
Should I be the one doing that?
Most likely, as a medic, you would be the most well trained to do so.
Why,
It'd be a
why,
very weird situation if we weren't dealing with anything human.
why are we discussing something non-human?
I
It
don't
could
know.
possibly.
Because of
Oh,
the
shut up, me, Brandon.
creepiness of this place.
Just to put it in layman's terms, I've had
Can we also get an autopsy report to see what the weapon might have been if it is
Squad,
if it is non-human?
squad, we're professionals here. Can we leave the fantasy in Fantasyland, please?
Well, it
Uh,
could have been some sort of mass animal attack. We don't know what's been here for the past however many years. Could have been an evolved species, even.
But also
Either
the
way,
thing
when
is
you
that
guys
Orally?
discuss this, I'm definitely keeping a
Yeah.
watch out.
Squad,
Orally,
eyes open.
Alright,
Let's-
I'm focused.
Let's keep professional, please.
I'm focused.
Thermals on.
hold on. I had
Yeah.
allow me to interject with one small thing. Orally, do you close her eyes?
I do not touch the body at this point in time because we don't know what's around.
Are you going to make an eyeball autopsy on her?
What's this about the eyeballs? Like,
Are you
what-
going to? Are you going? You obviously do not have the time or the equipment to do a full autopsy on her, but you can take a good 5-10 minutes, and without touching her, attempt to
Oh, okay, I see what you
take
mean.
in everything and get an eyeball for.
Yeah, I do
what
that.
happened. I want you to make a wits plus medicine roll. Your anatomy specialization applies, which means you get a +1 to this roll, because that's what a specialty does. It adds a +1 to a roll in whatever that specialty is.
The World of Darkness.
Think of it as an additional die.
All right. So just give me a moment. So that was which attribute?
Wits, because you're trying to do it on the fly. You don't have time to thoroughly investigate. So this is wits plus medicine +1.
All right, so that's 9d10.
Go ahead and make that roll.
I'm getting terrible rolls. 1 success.
2
Typically
successes,
two.
actually.
That we
Ten.
were right that it is.
Oh, two?
Human, huh? I'm still being professional here. I'm just making a what if.
You are able to determine really only 2 things looking at her. One, she almost certainly was indeed conscious. What killed her was probably sheer shock and trauma because of what happened. 2, the cut that split her open, as far as you're able to tell when you're looking at the edges, is not jagged. It is clean. And as this realization dawns on you, your gaze pans to the right, past her, to the secondary table where the equipment is. And that equipment has fresh blood on it. It was used in this.
We're dealing with some grade A
There-
sickos here.
Oh, and I apologize. I apologize. There's one more thing,
Was she
O'Reilly.
abused in any
Mhm.
way?
Well, hold on.
Hold up.
Like I said, there's one more thing that O'Reilly can tell. O'Reilly, this woman has been dead for at least 6 hours.
Wait, what?
This woman has been dead for at least 6 hours.
Now,
There are maggots in her mouth.
O'Reilly, do you share this with the rest of the team?
Definitely. But
Thank you.
in a way to not gross out everyone.
I mean, we've already seen a dead body. Maggots aren't exactly going to gross me out, really.
Did you say 6 hours?
But 6 hours?
Apparently so, 6 hours.
What time
Rager-
is it right now?
The time is currently 12:15. It
But-
should be noted. Hold on. It should, yes, the afternoon. It should be noted. Your drop time was 12:12. That was the
Eh.
scheduled drop time. You were 2 minutes off, thereabouts. You have
Okay.
been here for over 20 minutes since you hit the ground.
We've only been here for 20 minutes?
But
Yeah.
it says only 12:15.
Yep.
How?
What is going on?
So we only
Also,
lost contact
didn't-
with Squad 12.
Didn't Team 12 arrive only shortly before us?
Team 12 was dropped in 20 minutes before your arrival.
This makes no sense.
Bryce, are you
Time
positive
ahead.
this?
Does not
Are-
match.
Bryce, are you absolutely positive that she's been dead for that long?
Well, what else would...
Bryce is able to show you that rigor mortis has come and gone.
All right, team, this is bizarre as all get out.
I think we're in the Twilight Zone.
Can I
Being
just
Let's-
professional.
Let's keep that out to the minimum.
Let's keep
Squad.
composure, team.
Fine.
I understand that these are strange situations and we're dealing with some grade A sickos here. Something is not making sense, but there's got to be a logical explanation for this.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say be more on guard than ever and keep weapons hot if they weren't hot before.
Always.
Yep.
Do we know if she was abused in any form of way?
Aside from the obvious,
Operation.
it does not appear so. But her weapon is emptied. There are no bullets left. All these shell casings are from her weapon.
All right, take a couple quick pictures of the scene. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to come back and deal with this later once we can get back in contact with command.
Yeah, we need contact with command right away.
Should we fall back then?
No,
Can we
let's
take whatever
continue.
we have to use? That's the question.
Your GM has a question.
Yes.
Do you take her dog tag?
Yes.
Can we have
You really
Blaze
seem to
check
want us
that
to touch
first?
body.
Can you clarify, Dia? I don't understand.
Like, what if
Keep
her
the dog
body
tag
is
as
like
booby
booby-trapped?
It does not appear so.
Okay.
I mean, they'd have to do a really good job of hiding a bomb in there.
So,
What if?
How-
the
Well,
dog
it doesn't
tag's
mean
rigged?
it, but it doesn't mean
Highly
she's
unlikely,
what's.
so they're
But like, if you touch her or something, you know, she's on the operating table. What's underneath the operating table?
The operating
Oh.
table has a single center pedestal that holds it from the floor. It is
No, but
very
that could
easy
be-
to see underneath it. There is
Okay.
nothing underneath it.
Okay.
You take her dog tag.
Let's hope this
I
is the
know,
only one we
Jeff.
get
I don't want to
tonight,
go
boys.
boom.
Bryce,
Amen.
Girls.
Yeah.
keep track of those dog tags. Anybody else we come in contact has per OP. Make sure you grab dog tags.
Mm.
Understood.
Let's keep moving. Keep your composure, squad.
Permission to speak up.
Permission granted.
Can we take the weapon? We just don't know what might come up with and whether or not the enemy might have
It's
that.
empty.
Doesn't matter.
Good point. Make it so.
I'm getting it.
Kill.
Who takes her weapon?
Sounds like sniper.
Sniper.
No, Jeff doesn't go boom either.
You are able to take her weapon. However, I should inform you,
Ugh.
you have to pry her dead fingers from that weapon. The death grip she had on that thing at her passing was impressive.
Did we
Even
check
though rigor mortis has come and gone.
You still
Can I-
you sure you still want it?
Also, you have no ammo for it.
It doesn't matter. A weapon.
You're going
no.
no. Nobody's going boom. Nobody's going boom.
The gun and another
I
to put something to the head.
no. Just leave it.
Fine.
Commander.
All right. If it's this big of a thing, it's not worth it. Let's keep moving.
You want boom? No,
Yeah, let's
Jeff,
get outta
no
here.
booms.
Did we check for
I'd
bullet
rather-
holes?
Let's just go.
I thought there were obvious signs of shots being fired.
Yeah, obvious sign of struggle.
The wall that is on the same facing as the door is littered with bullet holes. Some are on the ceiling, and a couple of them are on the floor.
So it definitely looks like kind of a spray situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's keep moving, squad.
I don't see double
You leave
posting.
the room. You get
No
back into
booms.
the hallway, and you start to move forward.
Leave inappropriate marks on the doors as we leave.
Eyes up.
Thank you.
One second while I... You do come across one additional body as
Hey,
you
Jeff.
progress through these operating rooms. It is on the opposite side of the hallway, on the left-hand side. It is several doors down. There is...
Yeah, no double.
I'm sorry, what was that, Dia?
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
There is an Asian gentleman on the operating
I
table.
have to stay muted
Very
while I talk to
reminiscent
everybody.
of
No
your
booms.
teammate. You
No
do
go
not
booms.
recognize him. Nor do you recognize the very distinct black special ops clothing he is wearing. He is in a full body suit, very similar to yours,
no
actually.
booms.
This isn't one of ours.
No.
It has some stylized differences, yes, but it does appear to be full-on military gear.
I'm just talking to the voices in my head.
His eyes are also open.
Squad, are we in agreement that this is most likely target?
Most
Hold on.
likely, boss.
Check for any nationalities. Check for
Oh,
any
he is
name
very
tags.
Asian.
No, on contrary to that,
Roll to do an eyeball autopsy.
check
It
for.
looks to be the same as your companion.
Shots
He died
fired,
the
whole
same
situation.
way.
Check for dog tag. See if we can get
He
the
has.
name.
Hold on, I'm trying to answer O'Reilly's thing here. He has an Uzi in hand. It is also empty. His grip is not nearly as tight as hers was. But the look on his face, it's as if you're looking in a mirror.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
If they died the same way, why was he clothed and she was not?
Oh, she was close. She was in her full combat gear.
But she was cut open.
Yes.
Yeah, you can be cut
Through the
open.
clothes, yeah.
Yeah.
No
Getting the
boobs.
clothes cut through and put
Okay.
the inside.
I'm not the person that
I
does
was
the
under the
booms.
impression she was unclothed.
She is not naked. Neither is this gentleman.
Good to know.
If we don't recognize him, then try and find a name on the dog tags. We can probably see if he was enemy or not, and see if we can disclose if this is a third-party interaction, or if this is somehow a teammate we did not know of.
Good point. See if there's any sign of dog tags.
No. There are no markings, no dog tags of any kind on this individual.
Does he
Okay,
have a
squad.
weapon on him?
He
An
has
Uzi.
He has an Uzi.
Take a picture.
Is somebody gonna take
Alright.
it? Are we gonna disable it?
Let's not play with it.
It's
We know how
empty.
this went last time. And we don't have ammo for that anyway.
Okay.
Do we make the judgment that this is possibly the enemy, or
I think that's a safe assumption at the moment, but let's just
Okay.
take records and move on at the moment.
well?
Yeah, take
Got the
records.
pictures and we'll call it good.
Yeah.
I definitely say that we cannot.
Yeah,
if this
yeah, that's
is
what we're trying to
assuming is the
avoid,
enemy,
death.
We can now know the fact that there is a third party within this situation.
That is a very reasonable assumption. I say whole squad takes that into account.
hmm
It is very likely we're dealing with some kind of third party.
Roger that.
Roger, Roger.
Alright, let's
You
move
move-
on.
Do you move on?
Yes.
Actually, should we inspect the room a bit more?
I mean, we kind of got the same impression of the last room.
At least
This-
a appropriate quick glance to tell if there is any other things in there. Note is what I recommend.
That's fair.
There is nothing different that you notice about this room than the last one.
Where are the bullet holes in this room?
Roughly the same area, actually.
Okay.
I didn't shoot anybody yet.
All right,
Do you see
squad.
it's all over the ground.
Yes. Definitely of an SMG model, probably this Uzi, because you're able to check that the Uzi is indeed empty.
Okay.
And you move on.
Crew, you're being mean.
Correct.
You're fine.
And you continue down this hallway. And then you reach the end of the hallway.
Oh.
There is a door in front of you.
And then I kick it down.
Above the door is a sign. It says Psych Ward.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
No, this is gonna be fun.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, joy.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I mean, we already know we're dealing with
We
some
already
grade A
have
psycho.
one.
I had a bad feeling before we even came in here.
Fair. Noted.
I had a bad feeling when I was forced to wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
True.
I had a bad feeling when I first saw that body.
Do you enter?
Something like this.
First, we got to check it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Do I need to roll for that?
Hold on, I have several things. Jade, first.
So, we've only come across 2 dead bodies, but the same ammo,
chat
the same
is,
weapons on each of them. Well,
No.
different
weapons.
Different weapons, but I just mean, like, there's no other, like, ammo. So, from...
In other words, all the shells that you were that are on the ground are
are for
appropriate
those
weapons for each room.
Yes, exactly. Sorry. So there's
everybody is alive.
Fire between the
We're all doing great.
That's what I was trying to get to. Yeah.
No, they're too far away. The rooms are too far away from each other.
No,
what
but what I'm saying is,
because you're in Jade's stream too. Yeah.
The casings are per those guns that were in those people's hands. So. There's no exchange of fire. So why did the casings go off?
Defend on whatever attacker was
what are they defending? Yeah, exactly.
Whatever this possible third party is.
Possible third party. Some sick psycho killer kind of type.
It's not me.
An interesting point.
It's looking more and more like that's plausible. The fact that they can take on trained combat personnel, though, it concerns me a great deal.
I feel
as far as the other question, you check the door. It appears to be unlocked and not booby-trapped.
All right, let's breach and clear.
Sir, just
Roger.
You might say this is not a normal situation, but I just have a bad feeling it's not normal.
You enter. There are no working lights.
Nods on.
Thermals on.
Except for the dim glow from inside the cells themselves. And there are cells here.
No.
Not jail cells. Not that type.
I'm not sus.
We're talking full-on padded rooms with small little grates at eye level with light coming out of them. And those little lights extend down the hallway are the only lights in this entire hallway. The first door you come
Don't do
to,
that.
on the left is unlocked.
Peek through slot.
To say that I'm scared shitless right now.
Shit.
I think it's
Noted.
safe to say we all are.
Noted. Keep your composure. We're professionals. We need to make sure we're capable and safe here.
No, is it buffering?
The first, I need to know. Hold on. I need to know who enters that room first.
Don't enter the room yet. Do not enter the room yet. Peek in vision slot first, please.
The room looks relatively empty-ish. There is some tearing on the padded walls. Oh, there are padded walls, by the way.
That makes sense.
And there is a red stain that trails down one of the sides.
You said the walls were ripped?
Some of the padding is ripped, yes.
Like jagged or clean cut, like our friend?
Hard to tell with this in this scenario, but it does look a little more jagged.
Okay.
Like it looks like some of the stuffing inside was just torn away.
Like biting rather than like fingers or something?
Hard to say. Hard to say.
We're still outside the room.
Except for Jade, who is looking in to get an eyeball of the room itself. Because that's her job. She's point man.
She's relaying this to us.
The trail leads to a ventilation shaft that is in the far corner of the room.
Is it open?
It is.
That's concerning.
Fucking hell.
It is.
Weapons trained.
It is a. Oh, it is a small vent.